Hello everyone and welcome to another class. Today's a little bit different. We're going to bring the tempo right down and we're going to come into a Pilates class. So looking today to mobilize the spine, okay, especially the mid to upper back, okay, and also strengthen and mobilize the hip girdle itself. So we're going to go through a variant of exercises, but focusing on our alignment, our breathing, and our centering, which should be the focus to any movement to make sure that we can execute the movement well, okay, meaning that we get the best results possible from our workout. It's always fantastic to be able to go through our workouts at 100 miles an hour, but sometimes it's always worth bringing that time and that tempo back so we can really focus on the core values of movement and to make sure that our deep stabilizing muscles, especially those in and around the spine, okay, the shoulders, the hips and the knees, can get a good workout as well, to make sure that they are protecting those joints as much as we can to keep all our other exercises safe and effective, most importantly, meaning that we're always working towards those goals. So I'm going to be talking to you today lots about our deep core engagement and lots to do with how our belly button feels and especially our postural alignment. Today I'm going to be taking you through quite a few different movements to be able to get that spine to both flex, rotate and extend to make sure that we work out any areas of stiffness or discomfort. If you have any questions about back pain or any injuries that you feel may be made worse by this set of exercises, then please send me a message first. Okay, I'll happily talk you through any variations, but I will be talking through some variations as we go through each exercise as well. Please make sure you've got a little bit of water to hand. We've got a nice, safe space where we can stretch out, okay, and be able to extend our arms and legs. And for equipment, we might need a couple of blocks as well, just to help keep some really good spinal alignment, especially as we're in a side position. So, if we're ready to go, let's go. So all I want you to do to start with is to just nice and gently lie back on your mat. Let's have your knees slightly out. And let's just find our centering. So let's just bring our hands down by our side and let's start with our feet. Okay, so my feet now nice and flat on the floor. Okay, knees in good alignment in regards to my hips. Okay, I come up the body. Okay, my rib cage is down. I can feel my shoulder blades evenly on the floor, both sides, and the back of my head is nice and rested. So I'm not flexed forward or backwards. So let's just find those bony landmarks in relationship to the floor, because we'll go through a few of those as we go through our class today. So let's just feel the balls of the feet and the heels, okay, resting nice and evenly on the floor, so our feet aren't sliding, they're not rolled in or out. For our pelvis, we can feel our seated bones, so the bones at the back, okay, we can feel those evenly on the floor, so again, not left and to the right. Again, as you mentioned, shoulder blades, and gently bring your shoulders back and down. You might even feel a little bit of a stretch in those shoulder muscles already. And what I want you to do now is just take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. So I'm going to take you through some breathing exercises as we go through our workout today. Okay, to make sure that we really get those lungs working as well as our diaphragm. So really important elements to make sure, okay, we get that rib cage up and out, because breathing can really help lots of our movements as well as relieve a little bit of stress, which we all can suffer from time to time. So now I want to talk a little bit around about our core engagement. So now I want us to gently engage our core. So sometimes I get asked the question, what does that actually mean? Well, gently engaging the core, I want you to feel, okay, your deep core muscles engaged. So I want you to gently pull your belly button in towards your spine and feel your lower back push towards the floor. It doesn't have to be dead flat on the floor, okay, but just down towards the floor, okay, is great. Now I want you to be able to maintain that abdominal engagement, okay, so you feel a little pull through those muscles, okay, gently pushing your lower back towards the floor. Now, if it helps, just place your fingertips just on your abdominals and just feel those muscles might just be slightly engaged. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to keep these muscles engaged, and we're also now going to breathe. So what I want you to do now is take a nice big deep breath in and then breathe out. But as you breathe out, make sure that you keep those muscles fairly tight. Okay, it doesn't have to be a really aggressive brace, but just so we can feel that pressure in there. Okay, you might find that breathing in and out might just be a little bit more difficult. This is what we call lateral breathing. So we're actually starting to mobilize the rib cage, engage our diaphragm, which is a nice sheet of muscle, okay, underneath our rib cage here. Okay, and really important for the pressure chamber of our chest and allowing our lungs to work effectively as well as our heart as well. So a nice big deep breath in and breathe out. As you breathe out, you might feel as if these muscles are disengaging a little bit. Okay, so just work a little bit on that over the next 2 breaths. If it helps, place your hands just on your rib cage. Nice big deep breath in. Feel that rib cage come up and out. And then as we breathe out, feel the rib cage come down. Good. Okay, and one more time. Nice big deep breath in. And breathe out. Now, I want you to maintain that abdominal engagement. We're going to try to keep that engagement, okay, to the majority of our exercises that we're going to go through in today's workout. All right, so what I want you to do now is get your thumb and 4 fingers just here. Okay, just get your fingers, just place them onto the pointy part of your pelvis just here, and your thumbs, just feel that dish part of your pelvis just go around, just be a little bit higher than your fingers, and just feel. Okay, because what we're going to do now is we're going to mobilize lower back and our pelvis. So we're going to come into some pelvic clocks. Okay, so we're going to have a nice big deep breath in. As we breathe out, I want you to lift your lower back and point your pelvis towards the bottom of the room. Okay, nice deep breath into the center. Breathe out. Now this time, push your lower back into the floor and gently tilt the pelvis towards you. Deep breath in. And switch. Now this might feel and give it just a few twinges in your lower back. Okay, so I want you to stick with it. If we need to, just limit the range so we reduce the pain if it's there, and just gently try to mobilize, okay, the pelvis and our back, because this is a really good exercise. Okay, to mobilize in those really lower vertebrae, going right from our lower back right into the top of the pelvis. Okay, excellent work. Don't need driving too much pressure through your feet either. Okay, one more in each direction. Yeah, nice big deep breath in. Last one, good. Okay, now we're going to go, okay, to left and right. So nice big deep breath in and breathe out. Now keep your shoulders on the floor and gently pull your pelvis off to one side. Deep breath into center and breathe out. Now you might notice that this knee just gently rolls in. Keep the side that we're working towards nice and vertical. Going side to side can feel a little bit more abnormal, but again, it's really important that we start to get some of this rotation, okay, through the spine, not just flexing and extending, but also gently rotating. And that's really important to take our spine through that to keep it healthy. And more importantly, to keep some of those muscles which work really tight in and around the vertebrae nice and mobilized. Because sometimes when these muscles become really tight, okay, it can give us back pain. And we can really confuse it. It can easily be confused even, okay, with something a little bit more sinister. And sometimes all we need to do is just gently mobilize that spine. Okay, good. I just want you to gently come back into the center. Nice big deep breath in, feel that abdominal engagement, and breathe out. I just want you to gently bring one knee up towards your chest, come into your other knee towards your chest, I just want you to just gently rock forwards and backwards. Okay, nice and gentle, nice natural breathing pattern. Okay, good. We've gently mobilized the spine. So let's talk about now just our hips. Okay, so again, I want you to place your thumb and forefingers just onto the bony parts here. Again, feeling around the dish. Now we're going to work one knee at a time. Now, the most important thing to remember this one is that our pelvis stays nice and still. So engage those deep core muscles. So a little lift through the pelvic floor. Okay, so I want us to get to about level 2 in our pelvic floor. Okay, so just gently feel that lift. Okay, feel that engage. The lower back's now pushing towards the floor. We can feel the lift through the pelvic floor. Nice big deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to let one knee drop out to the side. Nice big deep breath in, come up. And switch legs. Now we're only going to go as far, okay, as we can by keeping the pelvis, okay, super still. Okay, now this is what we call hip disassociation. So we're allowing the hip joint itself to be completely mobilized whilst we completely stabilize, okay, our pelvis. Now, if we get to about here and our pelvis starts to rock, okay, then just reset, come back up. And if we get to the same point and it rocks again, then that's the point where we stop, okay, or we stop just before our pelvis starts to twist, okay. And as time progresses and our engagement becomes better, then we can gently increase the range. Don't sacrifice your form for range ever, okay. We can build on our range, okay. But the most important thing is that we create that deep stability. We can feel that pelvic floor lifting up. As that knee drops out, we can feel the pelvic floor working quite hard in conjunction with our abdominals here as well. Okay, transverse abdominis working quite hard, rectus abdominis here. Okay, pelvic floor, and even our internal and external obliques are statically holding here. So it's a really good exercise. Okay, so just one more on each side. Again, there's no rush, okay? Today is all about the feel. I want you to feel the muscles engaged so we can really be in control all the way through. Okay, good. And just bring that knee back up. Excellent. Okay, just disengage slightly. Okay, if you're starting to feel a little bit of tension, that's fine. Just bring those knees up and just gently roll. Okay, just chin to chest. And we're going to come back. Now, just bring our hands slightly further out. Okay, bring your feet closer in together. And all I want you to do now is just gently allow your knees to both drop to one side. Keep your shoulders both flat on the floor. Back up. And then switch. Good. So we can now start to feel a bit of a stretch, okay, especially in those muscles of our lower back. Again, now coming up into a little bit, into a couple of muscles, okay, either side of the spine, which link, okay, our lower back into our pelvis, called the QL. Now, gently stretching these muscles is really important, especially if we've been sitting down for a period of time. Because again, these little monkeys can get really tight and can cause us a reasonable amount of pain. Okay, and then gently come up. And if it helps, just knees to chest and just gently come into that roll. So let's get back to our start position here in the semi-supine. But now I'm going to get you to gently roll to the front. Now, if you have a block, okay, arm out nice and in the front here, chin up off my chest, I'm nice and flat. Now, you don't have to have a Pilates block. A pillow would do quite well. Now, I really want to mobilize our mid spine, okay, so that spine in between our shoulder blades. So we're going to take a nice big deep breath in, and we're going to breathe out. Open the arm, watch the hand. Don't let that arm just relaxing behind you. Okay, still feel a little bit of engagement through the shoulder. Okay, again, nice little bit of a squeeze through those abdominals. I can feel a little bit of a stretch in that. mid-back, so the muscle, sorry, the space between the shoulder blades. Now, as we watch that hand go back, we could just gently mobilizing our neck as well. Just want us to do this 2 more times. Do apologise about wearing a hat, however. Okay, it's been about 3 months since a haircut, and I need to try to keep the hair out of my eyes. Okay, good. If you feel little clicks going on, that's absolutely fine. Okay, as long as we're not feeling any sharp pains with that as well. Now, let's come over onto the other side, and we're going to do the same amount of times. So if we've done 6 on one side, wanting to do 6 on the other as well. Now, you might find this a little bit easier on one side than the other. Again, absolutely fine. But we're just going to work with this one. Okay, again, don't rush. Okay, good. And we're going to do just one more before we change our position. Good. Okay, relax. I just want you to gently bring yourself up now. So I'm just going to come into a seated position. I'm just going to gently move my mat slightly back so I stay in shot. So we've got a few different positions that we can place our feet in. The first one we're going to start in, okay, is our knees bent. So if I, on the side, so if you can see me from the side, my feet can be fairly close together. Now, if you've got really good ankle flexibility, which I unfortunately don't have, our feet can be nice and flat on the floor. Okay, sometimes it can help if you just bring your feet in. Now, we're really going to work on our posture and how high our chest is and how straight our spine is. Okay, so what we're trying to avoid is going through some of these movements with a rounded back. So if you can just see between my shoulder blades here, not wearing the best t-shirt in the world to be able to see this, but it's quite rounded. Okay, so we want to try to stop that, and we want to have a nice straight spine, nice high chest, a nice high chin as well. Again, feet staying nice and flat on the floor. So that's the position I want you to start with. Okay, I'm going to go into one of my favorites. This is a bow and arrow. Okay, so I want you to bring your shoulders back and down. It's going to help mobilize, okay, as well as help strengthen those stabilizers. Okay, so what I want you to do, okay, is nice big deep breath in, tight through the tummy, breathe out, extend and in, rotate all the way around, and release your breath. I'm going to come a little bit further forward. I don't think you need to see my feet that much. Okay, nice high chest. I'm going to do 6 on each side. Now keep this wrist in line with your shoulder here. Don't lean up and don't surrender the spine as we come around. So I really want you to focus on a super high chest. Tummy's going to stay nice and tight and our spine is going to stay long and straight. And notice here now, last 2 reps, that as I reach back, my wrist stays in line with my shoulder and it doesn't completely, what we call disassociate back. Okay, so stay in control. Last one. And then we come in. Okay, if it helps, what we can do now is just bring our feet together, just round. Okay, so we're now just from the side here. Okay, nice round, nice big deep breath in. And breathe out. Good. And then come back to our start position. Shoulders back and down again. Notice that I've got a nice distance between my shoulders and my ears. They're not up here as I start fatiguing, okay? They're going to stay back and down. It's also going to help the muscles in around those shoulder blades as well. Now, hopefully, unlike me, you have a little bit more space. And we can reach a little bit further. There we go. But notice again, my chest is staying nice and high. All the way throughout. So if I was to show this from the side, I want you to keep going again. We're only doing 6 reps on this side. Okay, so for me, this will be number 4. It's really important we still focus on this hand. We don't let it just drop or rise. We stay here, and again, we keep a nice good alignment here all the way through. Okay, shoulders stay back and down. Last 2 reps. Okay, last one. It's not a problem if you have to reset in between each one. Okay, it's really good if we start to notice that we're not in the best alignment. Okay, come back in and relax. Okay, bring those feet in. Nice big deep breath in. And breathe out. Okay, excellent stuff. So now I just want you to just relax slightly. All right, now we're going to come into a side reach. Now remember I said that I really wanted to move the spine. I wanted to rotate it. Okay, I wanted to flex it forwards and backwards, and now I want to flex it side to side. Again, it's going to really help mobilize that soft tissue in and around the spine, and that really alleviate some stress and tension in and around those spinal joints. All right, so let's come back into a nice strong position. If it helps, legs out nice and straight. Okay, I want you to feel both seated bones, so pointed little bones in your butt. Okay, nice and even on the floor. I want you to push the chest through. Opposite hand's going to come out onto the floor. Okay, nice big deep breath in. We reach up. That's the important part. We reach over, but we don't let one of our sides of our butt lift. Okay. Now again, so in a really good strong position. Okay, and we're just going to do 6 on each side. And just notice here, I'm not just reaching all the way around. Okay, I'm keeping my arm still fully engaged. I'm getting a real good stretch all the way down through the side here, as well as through those vertebrae as well. Now, as we fatigue, we're going to start to lose that chest down a little bit, but keep it nice and high. Remember, lungs like a nice open chest. We come through. Okay, good. Just 2 more. Now, just from the side, I'm just going to show you this last one. Okay. And we can just feel that. Okay, good. Come back. Feet in. Nice big deep breath in. And breathe out. Gently relax and roll those shoulders. Good. I'm just going to go 6 on the other side. Okay, because what we do on one side, we must replicate on the other. Now, if we get a little bit wrong on one side, that's fine. Just come and just replicate it on the other side. That's a great stretch. Okay, a little bit of a tough one to get at times. Okay, but just keep sticking with it. And we really feel that nice side bend. Okay, just 2 more. Okay, last one. Good, gently come up. Bring these in. Nice big deep breath in and relax. So now what I want you to do, so I need to bring your chin towards your chest. Just so you might be able to see just a little bit better. So my chin's just down towards my chest, okay? My back's nice and rounded, okay? Okay, nice big deep breath in. Feel that mid-back stretch. And breathe out. Okay, one more time. Nice big deep breath in. And breathe out. Now, I'm going to take you through a forward flexion spine stretch. Sounds much meaner than it actually is. Okay, so just start here, feet out about 45, trying to keep them straight. So usually I find just outside my mat is quite good for me. But again, just make sure we're not feeling too much of a stretch on the inside. Okay, so what I want you to do now, take a nice big deep breath in. Chest is up, back is super flat. Okay, hands just going to come in front, shoulders back and down. As you breathe out, I want you to walk your hands forward, surrendering that spine. And deep breath in, then we rebuild the spine. As we come into that high position, feel those deep core muscles hold, and then breathe out, and then walk through. So we're doing really well through our class today. As you can see, we're not going through anything catastrophic, okay? This is all about that mobilization. I know and understand lots of us might be spending a little bit more time at makeshift desks. In a minute, we're going to come into our hip strengthening work. All right. Everyone enjoys a little bit of glute and hip strengthening. Okay, last one. So just really come forward and just reach. Okay, I don't need to hook onto your feet. I don't need to wrench yourself down. I just want your spine to find its natural flexion. A little bit of gravity is going to help us come down. I try not to let these knees pop up. Okay, so try to keep them down. If it helps, gently point through the toe. Good. Breathe in and come up. Good. Excellent. So some really good work there to get started. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come over onto the front. So again, just move my mat ever so slightly so I don't end up kicking too much of the walls. So what I want you to do now is we're going to come into a prone position. So I want you to just come down onto your front. Again, if it helps, you can have a block just here. He says, struggling with his hand. Okay, but some people feel a little bit more comfortable, okay, with hands. Personally, I quite like hands, but whatever feels comfortable for you. So let's connect with the mat. Let's make sure we can feel that chest. Okay, our legs, knees, and our feet. Now, this is really important. We're going to have our glutes engaged and we're not going to overwork our hamstrings. So hamstrings are just in here, okay? Glutes, as most of us know, all up here. All right, so I really want to strengthen this area. All right, so it's really important that we have very little knee bend. So we're going to go into some prone beats. So I want you to squeeze your bum. As you squeeze your bum, I want you to squeeze your quads as well. So the muscles of the front. Now this will straighten your legs. Gentle point through the toe. So you can see now that my feet are just gently up off the floor. Okay, so nice big deep breath in. Then breathe out. And beat your feet. Okay, gently breathe in. And then breathe out. So it should be 5 and 5. So we should be able to do 5 beats as we breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, if you start to find we're doing this, okay, just relax and reset because we're going to completely miss the point of this exercise. This exercise is all about, okay, engaging these muscles just here. All right. Okay. Last couple. Now, if you need to take this in bite-sized chunks, that's absolutely fine. And relax. And come down. Good. Now, hopefully, we can feel this majoritively in our bum. Okay. We're not feeling too much in hamstrings or anywhere else. Just feel this predominantly in the bum. Now, we're going to come back and we're going to do this again. All right. Okay, so reset. Sometimes this can take a few times, all right, to get. So that's fine. Deep breath in. It's going to help our muscular connection, so between our brain and our muscles. It means that our muscles can work more effectively for the job that we want them to do. Okay, just 2 more. Squeeze those butts super tight. Imagine your butt cheeks are holding on to a £50 note. Relax. Whew. Hopefully we can feel a little bit of work there. So I want you to gently come up. It's going to take you into child's pose. So I'm just going to make sure that this is working exactly as I want it to. Good stuff. Okay, so good, and just relax. Surrender into that child's pose. And breathe out. Nice big deep breath in. And relax. So I want you to just gently come up. What we're going to do now is we're going to come into a side lying position. So this is going to be the part where we're going to really start to strengthen. Okay, we're going to really start to strengthen the muscles, especially in and around our hips and our pelvis. So we've got a couple of options, all right, especially with our side lying position. We're going to need to be in a nice, long, straight position, all right, all the way from ankles, knees, hips, shoulders. Now, sometimes people prefer blocks. We've got obviously the smaller, or we have the bigger block. Again, a pillow is absolutely fine. So just come into this side lying position. Okay, one hand just in front here if this makes you feel a little bit easier. So now let's check our alignment. If we can look down and we can see our knees and shins, then we're a bit like a horseshoe shaped, a bit like I am now. Okay, whereas really, I want you like a nice straight line. Straight line, shoulder, hip, knee, okay, ankle. So if I look down now, I can just about see my toes. Okay, so we're going to come here. So let's start to strengthen, okay, our inner and outer thighs. So what I want you to do is just gently bring both feet up slightly. And then we're going to do 10 side lying leg lifts. Okay, so 1, breathe out, breathe in on the way up. Our breathing rate, make sure that we don't speed this up. Okay, because we don't really want this really fast. And again, try not to jerk the foot up. Keep that bottom leg super still all the way through. Okay, just 2 more. Okay, and gently relax. And hold there. So we do this twice. All right, first time just to give us a good feel for exactly what's going on and for us to adjust as we need to. And then the second set, we're going to go in and really nail the form and everything in and around. So bring both feet up. Point the toes gently. Nice big deep breath in. Now we should be feeling this in the side of the glute here, maybe a little bit the side of the thigh. But as we start to fatigue, we're going to start to come around, or we're going to start to try to bring the leg forward. Don't let it bring forward. Okay, I really want to strengthen these in and around this hip joint here. Okay, so that really strong ball and socket joint. I want us to really mobilize that. Okay, there's 3 more. Okay, last one. I should feel a nice little burn in there, which is always good. Okay, if you're starting to feel that a little bit, just gently bring that knee up. That's absolutely fine. Just give it just a little bit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come into what we call adductor lifts. Okay, those of you that have been in my Pilates classes know that I'm a absolute fanatic about sort of really working inner and outer thigh. Lots of the stuff that we do throughout our day-to-day lives is always forwards and backwards, but to really get some true work through those hips and to really get some true stability, we need to be able to work through more than just forwards and backwards, side to side, and obviously rotational as well. Today we've predominantly worked forwards and backwards and up and down. So other days we'll work around that those circles. Try not to do it all in one day because I'm just not that not that mean. Okay, so both legs come up. Okay, top leg's going to come up, and then 10 side lying leg lifts. Again, use breathing in and out. Now try to touch the instep of your feet together. Try not to bring your top leg down to your bottom leg. Try to bring your bottom leg towards your top leg. And I can really start to feel this on the side here. Try to relax that head so we can really keep the work in our thighs. Okay, and one more for luck. I've either done 9 or 11 and relax, but I want you to do 10. Good old instructor thing. Do as I say, not as I do. So as we go through, occasionally you can lose counts a little bit. Okay, it's always good just to give a little bit of a rub. Try not to, I see lots of people sort of pounding or hitting the thighs. That really doesn't hurt, doesn't help even. So just give them a little bit of a rub if that leg's giving you a little bit of grief. Okay, especially as we're creating that tension in there. Okay, so let's come through and let's do that again. Okay, so top leg up. So hopefully now feeling a little bit warmer. Good, last couple. And 10. Good, both legs come down. Just draw that leg up. Give it a little bit of love. Here, we can feel all coming down through the side here. Okay, mainly side glute here. Okay, ITV stabilizing quite nicely through hip and knee, which is exactly what we want it to do. So I've been asked to do a little bit of climb work. Okay, for me, usually I use the knee dropouts and the knee rolling. For me, usually does this one, but I have been asked specifically to do the climb in today's class. So let's just come gently with our feet up. Okay, I want your knees apart. So sometimes, if it helps, you can place a pillow or something just between your knees. Again, relax your head on another pillow. Okay, now it's just going to be nice and easy. Keep your feet connected. Okay, balls of your feet, heels of your feet. And come up. Now, if it helps, you can plant your fingers here. Just make sure, again, that your pelvis doesn't move. Okay, making sure our spine stays nice, long, and straight, and we can feel that deep core of engagement here. Okay, good work, everyone. You can really start to feel everything that we've done there working again. You'd love me for this one, I know. Okay, just 2 more. Good, and relax there. Excellent stuff. Just move that there. Okay, so what we can do now is we can just bring that knee up. Okay, or if it helps, we can just come up into a seated position. Okay, let's come back into that C curve. Okay, nice big deep breath in and breathe out. Now, the golden rule, as we said earlier, what we do on one side, we must do on the other. All right, so we are going to come over onto the opposing side. So if you need some water, going to help. Have the other block close to hand. So we're going to come onto the side here. Okay, I'm just going to come back and quite nicely into our side lying. Okay, leg lift. So our bottom leg has to stabilize quite nicely. Again, with here, if it helps, you can just place your fingers just on the side. So just 10 easy leg lifts. You might find it slightly easier on one side than the other. That's absolutely fine. Hand position here, as long as that pelvis is stable, then that's grand. Excellent stuff. And just relax once you've done 10. Done lots of the explaining, so we're going to motor through these exercises, just to keep that tension in our target muscles, yeah? Legs come back up, back into 10. Good. 8. Just 2 more. 9, and 10. Good, gently relax. And bring that leg in. Give it a little bit of a rub, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so 2 sets of 10 there. And we're going to come up into those adductor lifts, all right? So, trying to keep this mop under control is hard work. Roll on the opening of hairdressers, that's for sure. So, just on the side here. Okay, both legs up. Top leg comes up. And let's bring that bottom leg up. Just try to keep a little bit of tension out of the upper body here, which you just saw me do there, which is quite common. We crunch up and keep real tight here. But let's try not to do that, yeah? So this time we're stabilizing the top leg instead of the bottom leg. Okay, just 2 more. Really working the inside of the thigh here on the bottom leg and the top side of the thigh. Wowzers. You can really feel that one. Excellent stuff. Hopefully you're all feeling the benefit of this one quite nicely. I can most definitely feel the benefit of lots of this after my little jog yesterday. Wow. Both feet up, top leg up, and let's come into those adductors again. Okay, again, it's not important about how high you get, okay? It's just really making sure that we can just feel, okay, that work. Good, almost there. 7, 8, 9, and one more. 10. Good, and just gently relax. Okay, so again on this one, just try not to let those legs just completely flop down. Okay, excellent stuff. Just gently bring that knee all the way up. Okay, so again, let's come into those clams. So knees just bent here. As you can see, a good solid bend here. Feet's going to stay in connection. All right, and then just 10. Breathe in, out. If it helps, just feel here again. And when we did the rolls, when we were on our back and we let our knees drop out, okay, it was really hard for our pelvis to move around. Now just place your fingers here just to make sure that our pelvis really isn't moving around. Good. 8. Good. If I've miscounted, please just use your count. I think I may have either added or taken one away. Good. And relax. Wow. Okay, just a little bit of a relax there again if you need to. We can just take this out and just have a little hug of that leg. So as you can really feel the strength in and around, especially on the outer side of the glute there and the inner thigh. We're really starting to feel those areas work quite hard through what we've done. Okay, so last little bit of work here. Okay, just before we come into some mobility and stretch towards the end. So again, it's all about that control. Okay, we're not rushing, we're not jerking anything really quickly. Okay, we're keeping everything nice and under control. Good, this is a really good one for just helping that mobility in and around the hip as well. Good bit of strength, good bit of mobility. You can really feel those deep core muscles holding on as well. Good, once we've done 10, let's just gently relax. Okay, place that to one side. Gently bring one knee up. Give that side a little bit of a rub. Excellent. And what I want you to do now is just gently sit up. I'm just going to come into a good position here. Okay, so nice and high. Breathe out and just allow your hands to track down the front of your shins. So a little bit of a hamstring stretch, and again, a little bit of a mobilizer through that spine. Good position. Chin to chest. Surrendered position and come forward. Okay, as we come back up, feel that spine come to a nice straight position. Shoulders back and down. Nice proud high chest. Deep breath in and relax and come forward. Okay, excellent stuff. Okay, just one more. So again, I want to take that spine through a few more movements. Okay, so this time we're going to stay in a nice seated position. Legs are going to stay nice and long. Chest up. Okay, elbows in line with shoulders. Okay, head up. Nice big deep breath in. And I want you to breathe out and gently point the chest about 45 degrees. Breathe in, return middle. Now, as we get fatigued, we might start to do this. Try not to. Get a deep breath in. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Okay, and relax. It's going to gently just get your lower back and just gently rotate. Right, that's exactly what I want to be doing. Okay, just surrender that spine. Just remember, there's no such thing as a perfect posture. Okay, as long as we go through several different postures, then we keep that spine mobilized, and a lot of the time that relieves a lot of pain. Okay, feet by your side, chest up. Let's come into some side bends. Deep breath in and out. This time we're going to alternate. And again, as we fatigue, we're going to start to kind of fall backwards. Try to keep up nice and straight. Remember, try to get your spine to come side to side to lift the sides up. So just try to visualize that. Okay, excellent work, everyone. And we're almost done for our class today. And hopefully we're starting to feel amazing for it already. Just taking time to just chill out just a little bit. We know we're doing our body some good, and it'll only thank us for it in time. Okay, and just gently relax into a C curve. Deep breath in and relax. Okay, this time I want your feet nice and tight together. Okay, nice deep breath in and just bring your hands down. And we just go as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, you can hold on to your shins, you can hold on to your ankles, okay, or if you can reach far enough, hold on to the soles of your feet is absolutely fine. Okay, relax. Breathe in, come up. And then breathe out. Deep breath in. And breathe out. I want you to just gently release. Come up and let's come into a standing position. So want us to go into a couple of curl downs or roll downs. Okay, so I show one face on. Nice deep breath in. Chin to chest and gently roll down. Feel each vertebrae unclick as we come down. Gently hang at the bottom. And then breathe in and come up. And then shoulders are going to come back and down. Okay, so from the side, one more. Nice big deep breath in. Abdominals engaged. Chin to chest, gently roll down. Feel That vertebrae just gently relaxing as we come down, 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 and hang at the bottom. Okay, gently come up. Nice and slowly. Shoulders up, back, and down. So just from the face on here. So if it helps, okay, you can place your hand on your abdominals. Okay, and just feel those muscles. I want you to gently pull that belly button towards your spine. Okay, make sure your feet are nice and flat and even on the floor. Your chest is up and your shoulders are back and down. Okay, so I want you to squeeze through the abdominals and then lift through the pelvic floor. So let's finish where we started. Okay, so lifting and engaging those muscles. Okay, so we can feel. Okay, give it a little squeeze through your glutes. Okay, I want you to take a nice big deep breath in. As you breathe out, keep hold of those muscles, pelvic floor, abdominals, glutes. Okay, one more time. And breathe out. Good, hands by your side. Gently roll the shoulders. Well done, everyone. That's the end of our Pilates class today. I hope you've enjoyed that. Of course, if you have, please remember, like, share, comment, invite your friends, share the links. You know how it goes. Yeah, the more exposure we get, the better it is, and the longer that I can keep classes coming for free. So, of course, if you need any questions or if you need any help and advice, then please feel free to give me a shout. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. But thanks very much for working out with me yet again, and I look forward to seeing you really, really soon.